As we'll jump into this. Newly released North Carolina murder convict. This is another example of someone being released to the streets that shouldn't be released to the streets. Quickly arrested over hiding a body. He was caught because he was wearing an ankle monitor. These motherfuckers were the dumbest sacks of shit I've ever seen. The last motherfucker was caught on camera in car in his daylight doing shit. This motherfucker went to hide a body wearing his ankle bracelet from his last murder. What's up, James? You can't make this shit up. You understand their IQ is 78 on average, right? Google it. It's literally 78 on average. And this is the shit I'm talking about. How the fuck do you go hide a body wearing an ankle bracelet that tracks your every fucking move? You cannot, I'm telling you, these people will do anything to be thug life. They care more about that than just being a smart criminal. A North Carolina man was let out of prison after being jailed for his involvement in the murder of 3 others. Upon release, how the fuck is this motherfucker out? What's up, nigger? Best screen name on YouTube. Upon release, he was given an ankle monitor to wear. He was arrested again 4 months later after hiding a body while he was still wearing the ankle monitor. Raekwon Blunt. There's no more Tyrone of a name in the world than Raekwon Blunt. That dude is never getting hired. There's not a self-respecting business owner in the world that would be looking at that paperwork. Oh man, there's a Raekwon Blunt wanting this job. There's not a self-respecting business owner in the world that would even call that dude in for an interview. I swear to God. Raekwon Blunt, age 26, has been charged with accessory after the fact of murder in the newer case for hiding the body of 23-year-old Zatorius Ruffin. What's up, Teresa? Zatorius Ruffin of Farmville, North Carolina. On Wednesday evening, Ruffin went missing and his body was found shortly after, according to reports. He had been shot twice. A warrant for Blunt's arrest said that he helped an unnamed offender by helping them escape imprisonment by transporting the victim's body and concealing, saying, I'll be goddamn. I ain't about to catch no murder charge with you. I ain't helping you. Look, man. If Upgrade came to me and he was like, hey, man, I killed this motherfucker, I'll be like, I didn't hear that. I ain't gonna snitch on him. I ain't gonna tell on him. But I'll be goddamn if I'm gonna be like, yeah, let me risk catching the same murder charge you got coming by helping you dispose of the body. Yeah. Unless we got a pig farm or something, then that'd be a different story. You see the Michigan story about Sharkeisha who slammed a little girl's head in the cookie display, bitch out on, yeah, I ain't seen that one. I don't know where the hell they get these names, man. I think they just, I don't know what the hell. Blunt was rearrested and taken into custody on January 18th, 2024. Pitt County Sheriff Paula Dance said that they discovered Blunt had helped hide the body by tracing the route of his ankle monitor because he's a goddamn dummy. You can't make this shit up. That he had been wearing all the time. Blunt was taken into Pitt County Jail where he was being held without bond. Additional charges in the case are still possible as the investigation is ongoing. Yeah, they're gonna fucking get you with accessory in some aspect. Blunt pled guilty to 3 counts of second-degree murder in 2016 in the Hustle Mart murder case, which I'll show you a little bit of here in a second. The triple murder happened in 2012 when Blunt was 14 at the time. This dude's been killing motherfuckers a long time. He was given a minimum of 9.5 years to maximum 12.5 at the time. When standing before the judge in 2016, Blood told her to make the penalty hard but fair and that he was trying to get another chance. You can't make this shit up.
Released from prison in September, back behind bars tonight in connection to a homicide investigation.
Raekwon Blunt was found guilty in the murders in the Hustle Mart triple murder case in 2012. Tonight, he's charged with another felony.
Morning, Gabos.
Dan spoke with the Pitt County Sheriff today and has the details.
Just 4 months after being released from prison, Blunt now faces charges of accessory after the fact in the recent murder of Zaitorius Ruffin.
No, we're never this lucky. We are. This was.
Well, to be fair, you were dealing with Tyrone. She's like, we're never this lucky. No one would ever be stupid enough to hide a body while wearing an ankle bracelet on house arrest from a previous murder. Nah, we're never this lucky. Of course not.
Absolutely an unusual set of circumstances.
Zaitorius Ruffin went missing on January 17th, and investigators quickly learned he might have been in the company of Raekwon Blunt, who was released from prison on parole. They used data from Blunt's ankle monitor to track his movements during the time Ruffin had been missing, and they discovered some unusual movement in a rural area.
Our officers then went to that area, kind of traced the walk that Mr.
Talk, bitch, talk.
taken, and thereby discovered the body of our missing person.
Ruffin had 2 apparent gunshot wounds. Blunt was arrested and charged with accessory after the fact on January 18th. He's being held at the Pitt County Detention Center under a $2 million bond.
$2 million?
Though he hasn't been charged with murder, Dance says the investigation is ongoing as they fit together the puzzle pieces. Back in 2012, Blunt was the youngest of 4 men convicted of the triple murder.
I'll show you a little bit about that.
Farmville.
Hustle
Though
Mart.
he was just 14 at the time, he was tried as an adult and sentenced to 9 to 12 years. He was serving this sentence until he was released in September.
Wait till I show you about that story.
Back a little bit.
She slow, JB. Yeah, man. That's that 78 IQ. You could hear it oozing out of her. Slow as fuck. Slow as fuck.
Very back door again. And
It's all a clown show.
a now adult person, or Raekwon Blunt.
Yes, because it's in your culture. Your culture breeds this.
Coming back through those doors again. It's absolutely disappointing.
Now, just about half an hour ago,
I ain't never seen so many goddamn chins on a news lady in my life. That is a lot of chins on one bitch. Like, I don't know, man. Fuck it.
Zaitorius Ruffin's family held a balloon release in
When I visualize women on the True Crime channel that watch me, that's what I visualize them looking like. Just sitting there with multiple chins and like Cheeto fingers and like cupcake oozing down their face. I'm sorry, it's just the way I see it. Not all, because like I said, I've banged a lot of chicks from the True Crime community, but they're all hot. For the most part.
his honor. And this is an ongoing investigation, so if you have any information as to the murder, please contact the Pitt County Sheriff's Office as soon as you can. Live in Pitt County, Rebecca McGann for News 12.
This shit doesn't stop. New details released in the suspect's arrest.
An Eastern North Carolina man who spent years in prison for his part in the 2012 Hustle Mart murder is back in jail under a $2 million bond. 26-year-old Raekwon Blunt is now charged with accessory.
Why does that dude look like dude off Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood? Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know Upgrade knows.
Pitt County Sheriff's deputies arrested Blunt after 6 o'clock yesterday after they found 23-year-old Zaitorius Ruffin dead. Investigators say additional charges and arrest are possible in connection to Ruffin's murder. Blunt got out of prison on parole in September after serving time for second-degree murder in the 2012 deaths of 3 employees at the Hustle Mart just off Stantonsburg Road in Farmville. Blunt and 3 others were convicted in the case. Gunman Antoine Anthony is on death row for the murders. Willie Whitehead Jr. is spending life in prison. And Xavier Shamble, like Blunt, accepted a plea deal for second-degree murder.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forgot to even tell you. He told on his people. That's something else I forgot to say. He told on the other people in the other murder. He told on them. They got life. He got out. And then he went and probably murdered another motherfucker.
In prison.
So there's more. So for you guys that do not know, and here's a little bit of evidence that he snitched on him. This is going to go back 7 years ago. Now we're digging into the history of that, like the triple murder. So here we go.
Today in the Willie Whitehead trial, today one of Whitehead's co-defendants took the stand.
What was his name?
Zora Stevenson was there to see it all unfold. Zora.
More people filled the courtroom this afternoon compared to the first
exactly, James.
Combined. It was all for Raekwon Blunt's testimony. He's one of 3 men caught on.
Exactly. You can tell he told just from the sentencing. You're exactly right.
Robbing the Hustle Mart, and this afternoon, Blunt shared his version of what happened the night of April 1st, 2012. The defendant, Willie Whitehead, walked in like he has the entire
Willie Whitehead, you goddamn right, Willie Whitehead. Yes, that's a white-ass head.
Shook his attorney's hands and sat down. This time, one of the people across the room on the witness stand was his co-defendant, Raekwon Blunt.
Why do black men always look like they're starving and shit? Am I the only one that notices this? Tyrones always look like they're hungry as fuck. Like, it's rare you see a fat one or a fed one. There are some, but if you think about it, most Sharkeishas are fat. Most Tyrones, they're not even fit. They're like malnourished. Most of them.
The now 19-year-old was 14 during the time of the Hustle Mart murders. This afternoon in court, he admitted to robbing the Hustle Mart in Farmville. He talked about how the initial plan was to rob a drug dealer, and when that didn't work out, the group came across.
He got a weave.
Blunt says he was shocked.
James said Ethiopian DNA.
Anthony shot one of the store's employees. Blunt told the court he ran out of the convenience store to the defendant who was sitting there.
God damn.
He says Whitehead told him to go back in the store and get everyone. Surveillance video that we aren't allowed to show you confirmed Blunt's testimony. Again, the surveillance video shows 3 people robbing the Hustle Mart. The defendant, Willie Whitehead, is not in any of that video. Triggerman Antoine Anthony was found guilty.
He said, "Oh, wait, man, load him out." The answer to your question. Amanda said, what white man loaned him the outfit? The answer is the city. The city. For you guys that do not know, people that are incarcerated, and this is what people don't understand about Brian Kohlberger. Now, don't get me wrong, your family can bring in a suit. But a lot of these people, you hardly ever see people in orange when they go to trial. And the reason, when they go to trial, the reason I say that is because they do offer you, a lot of counties, a lot of states, because it is essentially because they don't want the jury to have a preconceived notion that you're guilty, and orange makes you look guilty. You see what I'm saying? Let me give a shout out to the beautiful Amy. Amy, my love, good to see you. Amy sent $100. She said, morning, handsome. Morning, beautiful. Hope you're staying warm where you're at. Thank you. Even the big ones, when they fight, no blood, no bruise. They're weak men, 100%. Well, it's not like you can tell if they're bruised or not. You know what I'm saying? But
in court and lives at a
thank you, Amy.
Detention center. The last person, Xavier Shambles, is expected to testify in this case. This case is expected to go through next week. It's concluded for the day, but it'll pick up tomorrow where they left off.
So this is proof that he's snitched. Now, for you guys that don't remember this case, this is why it's so interesting that he's now back in the situation. This is the story from 10 years ago.
At 9:58 Thursday night, the surveillance camera inside the Hustle Mart rolls as 3 men come into the store, pointing guns at the 3 employees behind.
Oh, that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying. The state will provide you the suit. We said, despite the John Gotti suit, you still, yeah, I mean, it's not going to help you if you're guilty and there's evidence. But good morning, Amy. The new releases? Oh, no. That's the way, no. That's all prisons. All prisons, when I got released from prison, I came out in my khaki suit with my bag that had anything I wanted to bring home, which wasn't much. They give you a check with whatever's still on your commissary, or they give you a 75. When I got out, what they'll do, and this is something you guys don't know, if you don't have anything on your books, they give every inmate that gets out a bus pass, a bus ticket, and a $75 check. So not only do you take care of them while they're in there, you the taxpayer, but they actually send them out with some money. Here's a $75 check. Here's your paycheck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Here's the bus ticket. Here you go. But yeah, no, a lot of times what you'll see is them coming out in their prison boots and their, jumpsuit khakis or whatever.
Counter. You can see the employees put up their hands in defense. The cash drawer is open. These were the last moments of the 3 employees' lives.
Exactly, Bill and Blair.
The robbers shot the 3 employees to death and then left with money and a pack of cigarettes.
These motherfuckers stole a little bit of money and a pack of cigarettes and killed 3 people.
1 calls came in from customers who came upon the grisly scene.
Is there any serious bleeding? Yes, there's blood all over the floor.
The caller says one of the men is still alive and moaning. The parking lot outside the Hustle Mart quickly fills with flashing emergency lights. 1 man is dead upon arrival. 2 others are rushed to the hospital, where they too pass. Deputies say the 3 suspects left important clues behind, like fingerprints, and most importantly, these surveillance pictures.
They're so dumb. I swear to God. Their IQs are so fucking horrible. And I'm not lying about the IQ. Hold on. I'm not lying about the IQ thing. Just for the true crime community, when they see this, black IQ, Tyrone IQ. I'm not lying. Let's take a look over here. You'll see it. I bet it was Newport, of course. This ain't a joke. The average IQ for them is 78. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never tell a lie. These motherfuckers. And just like his new murder case, or his new case, he went to fucking hide the body with his ankle bracelet on from this murder.
Suspects was wearing
10 years ago.
A shirt or jacket with a Montreal Expos hat with a red bill. There was also a sticker on that bill.
Later on, Sean.
The other 2 suspects were wearing black hooded sweatshirts. One of them was wearing a pair of red basketball shorts.
Of course.
These are the final images of a cold-blooded killing.
Savages.
Time seemed to stop as one group of family members quietly walked up to the doors of the Hustle Mart.
So that's the story from fucking 10 years ago. And to see him back in prison now, they had to lower IQ standards so they wouldn't be retarded. No, 100%. You got to understand, average IQ is like 98 or 100. Theirs is 78. Do you see what I'm saying? And look, man, there's a reason for it. Here's the truth. And I'm just going to say this, and this is going to probably get me in some heat. You know how they like to say that white people and Southerners are inbreds? It's actually the other way around. If you look up numbers for inbreeding, here's the reality, okay? And I'm going to explain this to you. I'm going to explain this to you the best way I can, okay? Most people that look like me travel. When you are impoverished, and trust me, they are, average net worth of Tyrone is $11,000. Average net worth of Sharkeisha is $5. So when you're in poverty, what's up, keep the faith? What is the one thing you can't do? Move, right? See, me and you, we moved. Remember, I was born in the hood. I moved out the hood, though. If you listen to them, you will say, well, we can't leave the hood. Or they don't even want to. Well, this is my set, yo. I want to rep my set. And they do rep their set to the death. Now listen carefully. If you have the same group of people, born and raised and lived in the same hood, nobody leaves, what are the chances that at some point you fuck someone with your same bloodline? Do you see what I'm saying? When you look at your typical person that looks like me, family, they've moved and, you live 100 miles from your brother, you know what I'm saying? 700 miles from your sister, shit like that, right? But if you are brought up in an environment where no one escapes, no one ever leaves the environment, you notice how they call all of each other? That's my brother, that's my sister, that's my cousin. Everybody's their cousin, yo. That's my cousin, yo. Well, we know. They have been admitting to you for decades and all this time. Make sense? They've been admitting this to you all this fucking time. Let me see what. So, and my theory is, they are the actual inbreds. I don't even live anywhere near my family, nor have I ever. My entire life I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like my blood family was born in Illinois, then I had a little bit of blood family in Indiana, but then I moved away from everything, and you see what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not everybody does that. I'm just saying that in general, my theory is that they probably are more inbred than we are. But anyway, probably leading to the low IQ. That's just my thought. So, I don't know. Say, what's up, Keep the Faith? How you doing? Facts are not racist. No, they're not. Not even close. We got started early today. We still got a lot to go to. So, had to catch up on the news we didn't get last night because of the fucking primary. But y'all are slow typing in the mornings. A good thing I have a lot of news to report. But later, Sean. Just mom said, that is crazy how they lower. But if you think about it, they keep doing that. They lower, they don't even do the SAT scores anymore. Do you know that? Let me see. Google. No more SAT tests. Or the ACT. Check this shit out. More than 80% of four-year colleges won't require standardized tests for fall 2023 admissions. You don't even have to fucking, I just want you to see that. This is why our society is so dumb. There is no more learning standards. And we've talked about the fact that they do this with the schools all the time. We've talked about this a million times.